Hello and welcome to Three Questions with and my buddy Sean Tyree with us from Cooperative Systems. Hey Sean, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Kev. Great to be here today. Thanks for having me.
So Sean, why don't we start at the beginning? Give us a little overview of the business. What do you guys do?
Sure. So the name of the company is Cooperative Systems. We are an outsourced managed IT services provider. So really our goal is to bridge the gap between small and medium-sized businesses, technology, and business operations. So really any small or medium-sized business between 25 and 300 employees / workstations, with the sweet spot being right in that 250 range. We have about probably 8-10 years ago, we made a decision not to specialize in one industry. Because our services are so flexible and agile, we really are open to any small and medium-sized businesses. So we have current clients in healthcare, manufacturing, insurance, financial services, professional services. Really, you name it, any small to medium-sized business, nonprofits, we do work with them. So really, in short, like I said, we're outsourced managed technology. So your day-to-day proactive support, your maintenance, your protections, your security, your backups, your disaster recovery systems. And really, following the acquisition, we recently just closed on an acquisition about 2 weeks back, which almost doubles our internal headcount and also gives us a data center. Right now, there's a big trend within, throughout business at large to move from on-prem technologies, on-premises hardware, et cetera, to more cloud-based technologies, or even a hybrid of the two, depending on the business model. So just some really exciting times for us right now. And within the industry, there's a lot of, especially with a lot of emerging technologies right now, we're finding a lot of internal IT teams are struggling to keep up with that. While we do focus on being, the fully outsourced IT department for our clients, we definitely do work with organizations in a co-managed capacity as well. So maybe we'll take care of the back end and do some of the security services, and the internal team will do the day-to-day, work with the end user, solving any problems, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's really the high level view, you could say.
So Sean, it may surprise you that no one likes managed services more than me. Because as a former banker, I was also the CIO because I sat closest to the server and I knew it was a server, Sean, which is a little scary in that type of environment. But all kidding aside, as the CFO, I liked it because it was a fixed cost. We would have months where lots of things would go wrong. And you look at your IT expense, you're like, yikes, so high this month. So it helped manage the costs, but also because, like you just said, it's hard to keep up. So I was unofficially a CIO, but I didn't really know a lot about tech, or, someone would come in, Kev, why are you doing it this way? Sean, because I don't know a better way. So I could bring in someone like you and say, okay, Sean, this is what I'm doing. Tell me, like you mentioned, disaster recovery, real big thing back when I was in charge. Had to have it in place, so the recovery was big. And just going through the process, Sean, this is how we're doing it. Is there a better solution? And often you guys come in and go, oh my God, I can't believe how much time you're spending doing this. Look at this affordable option you could be doing. So for me, it worked out perfect. I had the best people, whether that was working on my phone system, on my computers, or I could just call and go, hey, Sean, I'm having a problem with the firewall today. I need the firewall guy. Like I said, internally to try to afford all those, super expensive way to go about it. You must see it.
It really is. It really is. I'll tell you what, we fairly frequently we're running into basically infrastructure that's been pieced together over a number of years, whether it's because they've been forced to work within a strict budget. There are options and alternatives now with virtual machines that are really making the IT for small and medium-sized businesses much, much easier to handle. The virtual machines allow you to be much more flexible and agile, and allow you to scale and grow your business without adding additional on-premises hardware. So you can just allocate additional resources to a new virtual machine and continue to expand your company. Obviously, the costs associated with that are nowhere near what they would be if you had, multiple on-site servers. So it's definitely a much more cost-effective route to go. As long as that organization is willing to make that initial upfront investment in the proper technology so that we can properly maintain it and ensure that their infrastructure and environment is secure.
So Sean, how can people reach out to you if they'd like to sit down and talk about their business with you?
Sure, absolutely. I'm happy to speak with absolutely anyone, whether you just have a question about your current environment or if you're looking to make a specific change. Our organization has a very standardized process and engagement with prospective clients. Our first step is really an assessment. Our assessment is both we'll evaluate your entire infrastructure, and then we'll also do a deep dive on your operations side of the business. We do that, and that's one of the things that really separates us from a lot of managed services providers, because we want to make sure that those overall recommendations that we're going to make after that assessment are fully in line with your organization's overarching goals and objectives. We want that technology stack to really be an asset and help you achieve your goals and really not be a hindrance. But yeah, you can definitely reach out to me. My email issterry, STERRY, @coopsys.com, COOPSYS.com, or you can reach me at 860-508-0130. And like I said, happy to connect in any capacity. If you just have some questions, or if you think you need to really start to make some changes internally and take your organization to the next level, we're happy to help.
Awesome, Sean. I really appreciate taking a few minutes to jump on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Great working with you as always.
Thanks.